Hello, and welcome to Foundations of Theory and Practice for Master Psychology Learners. My name is Dr. Lakita Carter, and I'll be your instructor for the next 10 weeks. Welcome! So, I wanted to post this message for two reasons. Number one, I wanted to more informally introduce myself to you. And number two, I wanted to give you some information about what you can expect from this course. So, again, I'm Dr. Carter. I've been teaching this course for about a year now, and I really enjoy it. I'm a native Baltimorean, so I was born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland. I went up to Philly to go to Temple to get my undergraduate degree in psychology, and then I came back to Baltimore and got my master's and my doctoral degrees in clinical psychology at Loyola University, Maryland. So right now I practice and work as a clinical psychologist licensed by the state of Maryland. So I split my professional time doing a number of things, one of which is teaching. I also write about psychology, and of course I practice psychology and train graduate learners in the practice and the science of psychology. So about this course. Um, this course is a really fun course. You get exposed to lots of different foundational aspects of the practice of psychology. You'll have discussion questions and assignments throughout the course. But the first thing I really want to make sure you do is read the syllabus. I know that every instructor says that, but really we say that because it really is your roadmap for this course. So not reading the syllabus is akin to getting in your car to go someplace new and not having a map or not looking at the map that you have on you. So in this case, you've been provided a map for the course. So the only thing left to do is to read that map. So you'll want to read the syllabus, make sure that you understand everything, and then the supplemental document to the syllabus is the faculty expectations. So the syllabus is generic and it goes for every single first course that's taught at Capella. And then the faculty expectations are the things that are specifically set by the faculty member who's teaching the course based on the needs of the course and the learners in the course. So every course has different faculty expectations, and they're based on things like how long it takes to complete certain assignments and how long it takes to grade certain assignments. So you'll want to make sure that you read the faculty expectations as well. I'll just highlight a few important things from that document. Number one is late work. This is your first course at Capella, and so we want to be flexible and give you some time to adjust. However, we also do want to set the tone for timely work. Timely work is important not only in academia, but it's important in the field of psychology. And one practical example of that is the renewing of your license. So when the state comes to you and says your license is due to be renewed, submitting your license renewal paperwork late means that you essentially have a lapse in your licensure. And having a lapse in your licensure means that technically you are not allowed to practice your science in your state for that time period that your license lapsed. So being on time is important not only in learning about psychology, but it's really important in practicing psychology. So you'll want to make sure that your work is in on time. The first 5 weeks of the course, there's a little more flexibility with timeliness, but you really should get in the habit of submitting work on time from the beginning. The last 5 weeks of the course, there is a penalty for any late work. And remember that late means after the deadline. So all of your work will be due on a particular due date by 11:59. And anything after 11:59 is late. Remember that there are no degrees of lateness, so there's no such thing as a little late. Late is late. So if you submit your work 15 minutes late or 15 hours late, it's still late and therefore you'll get a penalty. And the penalty is explained in the faculty expectations. I also want to highlight that I am available to answer any of your questions whenever you have them. There's an Ask Your Instructor forum that's in your course room. There's also an Ask Your TA forum. So there's a teaching assistant for this course, and that person will be able to answer some of your questions as well. Please feel free to ask away. You can also email me if you'd like at my Capella email address. And if you want a face-to-face meeting, we can certainly set up a WebEx meeting or a video conferencing meeting where we can get connected and I can answer any of your questions. I think that's about it. I think that's what I want you to know. The only other thing I'd like to remind you of is to be patient with yourself. This is going to be a huge learning curve for you. You're going to be growing a lot in this course and you're going to be learning new things. So I want you to be patient. Know that for some of you, you're just coming from an academic program, and others of you have been out of academia for maybe a year or several years. So know that every place has a culture. Capella has a culture, and you will learn the culture of Capella and you'll learn how things work, but be patient with yourself so that you can really navigate the course room and the course without stress. And at this point, I'd like you to, again, like I said, read the syllabus and the faculty expectations and click around the course, sort of get a feel of a lay of the land so that you really understand where things are. And when it comes time for you to submit something or to access something for information, you'll have a pretty good understanding as to where to go to find it. Again, contact me if you have any questions. Welcome, and I look forward to seeing you in the course room.